Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and please welcome my very special co-host, Terry from Kigaru Spiritual Journeys. Hello, Terry.
Hey, hi, Jean. Thanks for hanging
Karen
out.
Robinson is here. Amy Harris is here. Kyler Davis, V. Perez, Viviani. So nice to see everybody. Lois Hager is back. Mary Bora Bora is here. Hi, Bora Bora. Purnima is here. And Divine Universe is here. Thanks for coming back, ladies. Love yourself first. Namira, I like that. Scorp Lady 111. So nice to see you. And Angelia is here. Hi, Angelia. Nice to see you. And today, Terry and I are just going to be taking just a few messages. If you would like a message from your loved one, we just ask that you add the name and the relation. And if you would like a loved one who is crossed, who is on the other side, and if you would like a message from a pet who is on the other side, just let us know the name of the pet and the type of pet. And if you would like a message from your spirit guides or angels, we can do that as well. We're also taking requests for messages from your goddesses, ascended masters, mermaids, fairies, galactic council. And also, if you want to share a mysterious experience, or if you would like for us to read on a mysterious experience, like what was that bump that went bump in the night? Yeah, something, whatever you might find. And we just ask that you please use caps and emojis for your questions. I click on anything that's in caps, you guys. So it really does help because I don't read through the entire message before I choose the question. And just speaking of choosing the questions are chosen at random. So thank you, Terry, very much for holding down the fort while I work on setting everything up. So I
Oh,
see
you're
that
welcome.
Rebecca wants a message from her mom. Rebecca, just let me know your mom's name. Just say your mom, Rebecca, or whatever your mom's name is. Okay. Hi, Tara 12, Amy Harris, Mary. Hi, Mary. Okay. And Rebecca's mom's name is Mary too. So she just said that. Okay. And
Cool.
Kara Davis is here. Ooh, I like that, Kara. Oh my gosh, it's moving really fast, you guys. Message from angels. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Viviani. Did you catch my question? I have to go back. I don't. Oh, you guys are so good. So we can go ahead and get started.
Okay.
Let's start with Lisa Davies. And Lisa says, I would love a message from my Nana, Margaret, regarding last night. Oh,
Ooh, something right away, huh? Okay.
hi, Jen B. Oh, good for you, Angelia. Let me just get this. Oh, I love you guys. You guys are doing such a good job. Okay, I'm going to take this banner down, you guys, just so that we can focus.
Okay.
So I feel as though, were you doing some automatic writing with her, Lisa Davies? I feel like you were doing communication. I feel like she wants to send you a message of love. Did she send you a hug, or did you see a heart, or did you feel something about love or a heart? and she just wants to reassure you that the love over there is unconditional and so beautiful, so healing. And she just wants to send you this reassurance that the love is unconditional and that she's sending you her love. And this is what I feel was communicated in some manner last night. Um, yeah, you could have seen the color pink, or you could have um, felt hearts, or but something really beautiful and unconditional love. That's what I was feeling for you, Miss Davies. How about you, Terry?
So what I got is I think you had a visitation with her. Like she either appeared in a dream or before you went to sleep. And what she keeps showing me, and I just, I'm always looking at what they show me, and she's showing me it's almost as if you played croquet with her. And she's showing me the croquet balls, or boshi, the Italian game, but not with regular balls. The balls that she's showing me have like gold gilding on them, and like flower. They're very, very, very fancy. And I don't know if she really was playing a game with you, or she's just showing you something very, very ornate that probably reflects her love for you. But it's as if she's saying, do you want to play a spiritual game? And she kind of like tosses the little ball low on the ground, like to you. So that's what I'm getting.
Cool. So she said that she's writing, doing like automatic writing,
Mhm.
but writing, no, but communicating with her. Okay, so
Oh,
you weren't doing the automatic writing. Always hearts. So you see and get hearts from her.
oh, it's
And I'm
wonderful.
sure she's writing a response for you as well. Thank you. Hi, Ava. Nice to see you. And Tanita, nice to see you. She showed her face to me during a meditation.
Listen, wow, that is so cool. My dad did that recently, and then showed up in a reading with somebody else. It was odd. So that's pretty cool.
That's a beautiful visitation, and during a meditation is really rare. Well,
Mhm.
it's not as common, and typically you see that in your dreams. But when they come to you with their face and they're like sort of face to face and smiling and like they're glowing from within, that's really beautiful. That's definitely a visitation. So you can count on that. I finally told my dad how I communicate with her last night. Wow. I guess that's your dad's mom. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. Good
Yeah,
job, Lisa.
yeah.
Good job. Good for you. She was outlined in gold. Yep.
Oh, well,
So,
just like the balls were outlined in gold. Yeah,
wow. Wow. Cool. So good. Good for you, Lisa. That was
yeah.
amazing. All right. So I should have called out who is next. Rebecca Hill is just say hi, make sure you're still here. And then after Rebecca Hill, we'll go with Love Yourself First. So, Rebecca and Love Yourself First. So, Rebecca, just make sure that you're here. Okay. Um,
Yeah,
for mediumship, we need you to stick around and provide validation or feedback.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
So she's first thing I see is that she felt very heavy. I'm not sure if she couldn't breathe or if she felt like a heaviness on her chest. I don't know if it's her heart or her breathing, but she's saying that she feels light and airy now, that she's very much fully cured and And she's saying vivacious, but like vital. She's saying vivacious. She just wants you to know not to worry about her anymore, that there is no more pressure. There is no more heaviness to her. I don't know if she felt like she couldn't lift her arm or something felt, but she's sort of like giving me like this heaviness feeling. Um, and typically that's heart or lungs. And she just wants to let you know not to think of her in that way anymore. She wants you to remember who she was, who you loved, and her energy and her vibration is still very much alive and ongoing. She's saying that she's showing me like green and purple. Not sure if there's something around you or something of hers that she liked that was green and purple. And did she like crystals? I don't know if your mom was a little psychic or, intuitive, I guess I would say. But she's showing me green and purple. Um, and they're almost like just like high vibrational colors around her. Um, she wants you to know that she's very much um, safe and at peace and with her loved ones. I feel like she's with her mother, and I feel like she is with other women. I'm not sure if she had a sister or a sister-in-law, or if there's other women around her. Did somebody have red hair? She's showing me somebody with red hair and like a ginger, and um, that they wore their hair up. Um, She's just saying that she's really enjoying um, having like a new lease on life, is what she's calling it. She's saying that she's just really very, very well taken care of, very much at ease, and she can see you, she can feel you, she can communicate with you, she can watch over you. It's almost like they look through a magic looking glass and they can see you. So tell me something about Mary. She's telling me you may be the one who has the crystals around you, and you practice your psychic skills that you get from her. She's telling me use cards. She's showing me cards. I don't know if she used like, like the regular deck of cards, how you can read a regular deck of cards, but she's showing me that you guys read cards. Um,
She says yes, but she said a lot
cool.
of things. But this one's yes to the
Cool.
cards.
So let me just go back up. Okay. So Rebecca says that she did, it's heart failure. It was very, very heavy on my chest. Yeah.
Mhm.
And she said she was very intuitive mom. And yes, they would read cards together. She just wants you to know that there's like a magic looking glass on the other side that she can see and feel and sense you and is watching over you. Um, do you use pendulum? She said that if you want to get her advice, that you can use your pendulum and ask that way. How about you, Miss Terry?
Well, I didn't get quite as much things like that, but she immediately flooded my vision with blue, kind of a dark blue, almost a lot like our background here, blue like a starry sky blue. And she immediately told me cosmic connection, cosmic connection with Rebecca. Between them, they have a cosmic connection. And then she showed these energetic lines between both of you. And the energetic lines made it look like a butterfly, like a blue butterfly. So because everything's blue, and then we got this light energy going on in this blue butterfly connection between you two. And she's just letting me know she's really in touch with you and you are really in touch with her. that this cosmic connection is very, very strong. And I would also kind of want to say that anytime you see butterflies, it's something from her, but especially if you see blue butterflies, that's going to be from her. The last thing is when you put up heart failure, she immediately just like, no. she she so yes, she died from heart failure. But what she's saying now is there's no failure of your hearts together. This spiritual connection does not there's no heart failure between you two now. You are easily reach each other. So, okay, that's what I got.
Beautiful. I wonder if you do communicate with her, Rebecca. And I didn't. She said a butterfly just landed on her right foot. Well, that's your mom. Your mom is very magical, and you are too. So you two would really have a beautiful connection together. And I did not even realize that my background is actually purple and blue. I saw that because it's your chakras. And I don't know if you can hear her or if you can, the speaking, the hearing, or the seeing your mom. But that's what the colors are meant for me. That was really fun.
Yeah, she's a good communicator.
Wonderful. Thank you, Rebecca. And Love Yourself First is here. And she said yes, that she would be here.
And I saw her say yes somewhere back a little bit.
Uh-huh. Would love a message from her angels. And let me see. Okay. Then let's do Amy Harris next after Love Yourself First. Hi, Craig.
Hey.
You're welcome, Rebecca. Thank you for being here. So Love Yourself First says, message from angels. So I feel like you're on first name basis with them. Like you already call in Archangel Raphael a lot, Michael a lot. You call in, they're telling me Shamuel, and I feel like you are also connected to Metatron. And that you believe, and they're saying because you're a believer, and it's like you've seen and angels are real, and you've witnessed or encountered earth angels, and you feel them around you. I don't know if you were saved from a car accident or from an accident or something, was it something like an intervention of some sort that helped you along your way. But I'm telling you guys, they keep telling me this, and I'm not just saying this. They keep telling me that you need to believe. And the reason why you need to believe is because if you have doubt, that puts up like blinders. And when they try and come in with a message, they want to respect your free will. And if you have doubt, that tells them you're not quite ready. You haven't really evolved to being open. So if you're open and aware and open to the possibility that yes, they're out there, and yes, they can communicate with me, they can come in and communicate with us. There is no barrier there. So if any of us, and I'm getting chills, the angels want us to know this too, that that it's really important for us to get past that. I mean, knowing 100% for sure is not required. Just an open awareness, like the possibility is out there. And I feel as though, Namira, you have a firsthand experience with the angels, and that you call on them, you talk to them, you have angel statues or little angels or pictures or figurines or something. You really do follow them, and they are very special to you. You know all of their meanings, all of their reasons for being here. I feel like you may have had to call on your angels for a certain they know that you know of them. They know that you believe them. They know that you are connected, and they're just saying thank you, and keep on believing, and they hear your prayers. How about you, Miss Terry?
Well, her angels immediately on the stage put down this very dark gray road that looked like it was either made out of like rubber or like a very, gray and white woven rug. Um, in other words, to say very practical, a very practical uh, surface to move forward on. And so I I'm like asking what more about this? And so what they're really trying to tell you through this is that you are moving forward. They've given you a lot of practical knowledge. They've given that this is very practical for you to move forward. Um, they also, just quickly as an aside, told me that you have run into one of them at a market. You went to like the store, a market or a store, maybe a farmer's market or something. You went to a market and they were there and you ran into one of them. And we people don't really realize this, but we run into angels all the time. It's not like they run around with their wings out or, I mean, they look like you or I. And you only know that they're an angel if they want you to know that. And they said that they ran into you and that you had some sort of inkling about it. You had some sort of knowledge, like, I think that's an angel. And it was an angel. So angels, what else do you want to tell Nemaya? Namira, what do you want to tell Namira? Keep listening. Keep working with us. Know that all things are possible. Just know that with you, we're very practical. So that's what you got there. They want to work with you, but in a very practical manner somehow.
Beautiful, Terry. So when I said that she knows them well and calls on them, she says, "Oh, yes, I do." And she says, "I feel them." When she had cancer, I said, "You had to call on
Oh,
them and you believe in them because of what you went through." Remember, I said if she was in an accident or something, they must have
right.
saved her. And she said she just bought an angel card deck last week. That's
Oh, that's great.
great. And she said, "Yes, I'm learning to trust that they are with me, that we see them around all the time." And
Mhm,
and you can apply that believing, you know, like if
mhm.
you don't trust, then the opportunities will not come to you. If you trust and you're just open and allow, the opportunities will. I mean, it is really that simple these days. They're telling me. It's amazing. It's really amazing. So thank you very much, Namira, and I love how much you love your angels. It
Yeah.
really does make a difference. It really, really does. You're very welcome, Namira. That was a beautiful, beautiful connection. I love the energy.
Mhm.
Beautiful. Okay, and I have Amy Harris is next, and after Amy Harris is Kara, Kara, Kara Davis. And Kara, if you're still here, just say hello. Hi, Amy. That's a cute picture of you. She says, I would love a message from my fairies. Whoop, whoop. That's always like high energy for me.
Mhm.
They love your playful nature, Amy. Do you have things that go missing or that are moved around? They're saying that they are playing with you. is what it is. Like, do you set your keys down and then they're not there, and then the next time you go back, they're there again? They're saying that they play with you and move things around inside the house, not just outside the house. They're quite young and playful. They keep saying playful, and they want you to express this side of you. This trying to think of what else they're trying to say. I think they just want you to enjoy yourself, like a little bit of recreation. So, are Amy Harris's fairies here with us right now? Can you show me stronger? Yes. And is your main message to Amy is that you would like for her to be more playful, enjoy and play more? So I'm getting yes. And this is why they're around you and wanting to play. So do you want her to set up things for you to? No, no, don't set up anything. Do you want her just to acknowledge you guys? Do you want her to acknowledge? Yeah. And do you want her to know that you are of the love and light? Are you of the love and light? Can you show me stronger? Yeah. Yep. They're of the love and light. And they just want you to say, thank you, fairies. I know that's you. And sort of like give them the validation. How about you, Miss Terry?
Well, I got in touch with her fairies and thanked them for talking with us right now. They were showing me that they are. It's easier for her to interact with them when she's outside. That when she's like walking around her yard or taking a walk in nature, that's a lot easier for them to interact with her. And they're telling me that she can even catch them out of the side of her eye sometimes, that in a tree or in a, they are around. And if she sees little movements, she's like, well, did I really see that? It's probably the fairies. Um, they are also letting me know that they're a little bit fierce. Fairies can be a little bit fierce, and that they are a tiny bit protective when she's out walking too. Like I have a feeling like if there's a stray dog running around, they probably are not going to come to you if they're around because they are a little bit protective. And fairies, is there anything else? Just one more thing that you want to tell her? Hmm. Okay. Well, they told me that you collect rocks, that you sometimes when you're going around that you find a really, really pretty rock that you like, and they're wanting to let you know that they love that part and that they will try to put a few more pretty rocks in your path. So there you go.
I love that. I think she used to be part of them too. So she says, I love me some fairies. And she said all the time, that's hilarious. I thought it was just me. I think I was saying, I don't remember if I said you were talking to them or playing with them. Oh, no. Oh,
Ah,
when things were moved around the house. That's
yeah.
what it was. Yeah. And then she says, I play a lot. I talk to them every day. That's great. When I stay outside, I hear them too.
Oh, nice.
Hmm. And then she says, I've been seeing some movement when I sit outside, like in the corner of her eye, like you said, Terry.
Yeah.
And she says, yes, I love rocks and crystals. Thank you, ladies. that's that's your fairy side of you. I think that you're part of their world naturally.
Oh,
That's so beautiful.
yeah, that's cool.
Well, thank you, Amy, so very much. That was really beautiful readings today, you guys. Great questions. Really great questions. So I have Kara Davis next. And let me just see who's after Kara. All right, Baby Angel. Oh, wait. Oh, I already said baby angel. Ava, you'll be after baby angel because I wanted to make sure I got Ava in. Ava and baby. So baby angel, you'll be after Kara, and then Ava, you'll be after baby. Um, isn't that funny? I picked baby angel just after talking, but I think there's an angel theme.
Yeah.
Kara Davis says, messages from mystical beings and my beloved dog, Odie dog.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, Kara, I'm pretty sure that you visited these mystical beings. I feel as though you've experienced different realms yourself, whether it's in the dream state or if it's imaginary or if it's during a meditation. But I feel as though um, you love the folklore and um, the creation, the creative uh, energy of the mystical beings. And the mystical beings that I see are earthbound, like in the earthly realms. They're not quite in the galactic realms. They're showing me a little bit like trying to think of the guy's name. Merlin,
Mm.
Merlin the wizard, and he has magical powers, and he has all different um, creations at his disposal. And this is the type of, when you say mystical, I know that you're saying mystical, but they're telling me creative. Anything creative in nature. Nature is creation in form, at work. But it's your creation. It's your creative nature that this mystical beings love about you. And they're showing me, that I don't even know the book, but there's a book out there that a little boy talks to this monster. And he's like, I don't know, he almost looks like a caveman or something, but he's like a monster or something. I don't know what the book is called, but they're showing me this book. Do you know what it's called, Terry?
I can visualize the book. I
Right,
think maybe it's where the monsters sleep at night or something like that. Or
right, 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 right,
I know the book, but I don't think I have the whole name.
right. That's you, because Terry's in my head with me. She's seeing what I'm seeing. And yes, that is the book. You know what I'm talking about.
Hmm?
And it's a children's book, but
Yeah.
this is the kind of energy that I feel, that it could be anything. Um, and I feel as though you do travel at night, Kara, where the monsters are. She's telling
Uh,
us the name of the
yeah.
book. Does that
Yeah.
mean anything for you, Kara? Does that resonate? Does There's a reason why they showed me that book, because I don't know I don't know the story. Like I'm not familiar with the book, but they showed it to me. So that, oh,
Yeah.
where the wild
Wild
things are.
things are. I think the book is talking about the dual nature of things. Something might look like a monster, but not be a monster.
Thank you, Nancy and Viviani. I love when you guys
Yeah.
assist. Thanks for the assist. Oh, Kara says, I've always dreamt of flying over landscapes and seascapes in her dreams. That
Oh,
is that is not a coincidence. That is for real, Kara. That is a memory. I think that it is in a dream state, but you go to a different realm and you're remembering what you do in that different realm. But you go to the different realm in your dreams. You can also go to that different realm in your meditation, in your wakened state in a meditation. But you also can go to that realm in your dreams. but it is it's real because you of the experience is real. Your experience of flying is real, and what you when you do fly over those landscapes, that is real, but it's in a different realm. Yep. Often over buildings, towns, and cities. Wow. 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 That is so cool. How about you, Miss Terry?
I just been waiting. So the first, I tuned in to your spirit and asked to kind of see your spirit and asked for messages from mystical beings and Odie. And they immediately showed me your spirit, and you were a huge cloud. You were a huge cloud floating over the landscapes. And the cloud would turn from, beautiful white and bluish to maybe a little bit of darker one. And it was just showing me your own mystical power. I would believe that it's almost like the last reading where that maybe you are a hybrid mystical being or something, or you've been part of them and you're coming here to be a human for a little while. So as your clouds started taking off, Odie started barking at you. So so Odie was on my stage too, and then came forward. And you know how dogs will they'll kind of lay down in a very sleek way coming towards you, almost like they're walking on their leg, not on as their legs are horizontal. And he kind of got really close to me and just said, "We've had such a good time, Mom. This was an amazing time." And that's all I got from him. But sweet, sweet dog, and liked barking at your spirit. This cloud going down, going to the right, which is to the future for me. So it's just going the right direction. Um, yeah, that's all I got. But it was really cool that again we got you floating and going through the air. So that
So beautiful.
yeah.
And it could be your consciousness, that
Mhm.
that feels like that cloud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Ava. Yeah, you're going to be next after there's somebody after I can't read my writing. It's B. Who did I say?
Baby,
Oh, Baby Angel. Okay. There's Baby Angel and then Ava. So Ava, stick around. Um, and then Kara says, I love my bear son. Aw, very nice. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Um, Baby Angel. And then after Baby Angel is Ava. And she says, messages from her mother, Eliza, who passed
oh,
away last month. Oh my gosh. Baby Angel, I'm so very sorry for your loss.
thank
Aw, aw. I didn't even read it. I wish I would have read it. I would have gotten you sooner. So they don't always show me themselves, but she's showing me herself in like a long white flowing gown. She wants you to know that she is safe and at peace, and that she's very comfortable. I'm not sure if she was uncomfortable towards the end, or if she wasn't able to wear what she wanted to wear. Did she wear like house dress or a house coat? Um, but she's just showing me herself in a long white flowing gown, and she's showing me herself not young again, but no more um, aging, no aging. She is herself without any of the aging symptoms. I'm not sure if she was into how she looked or was worried about how she looked, but she didn't have any wrinkles. She didn't have any gray hair, but she was her age, which is really unusual. She's showing me because the wisdom, I feel like she did live a long life. Um, and it was difficult at the end. I feel like there was like two or three things that were being diagnosed and they just couldn't, they were treating one thing, but the other thing was the one that was really causing the problems. So I don't like, you know, like if it was her liver and her kidneys and, something else, like they were treating one thing because they thought that was the uh, more severe issue, but it was the other. She's telling me two or three things that she had diagnoses and that they couldn't, they just, it was almost like whack-a-mole. Like they would try and see, do treatment on her kidneys or something, and then something would flare up about the liver, and then they would do treatment for the liver, and then something would show up in her big toe. I don't know, but just, she's just saying, oh my gosh, she used to care about how she looks. She was unconscious at the hospital the last few days,
Mhm.
and her body was failing day by day. That's so true. It and like they just didn't know which one to treat first. I do feel like she was under a full treatment, a full access treatment, sort of directive. But she just wants you to know that she's free from all of that now. And that's why she showed me in that long flowing gown, and that she was still her age, but had no aging. So she
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that you knew none of that aging was there. And she said she did care about how she looked. How about you, Miss Terry?
Well, I also have not really like got a visual on her, but one of the things that she showed me right away is she made my heart feel really heavy, and I don't necessarily think that she's talking about herself. I think she's talking about you. I think she's saying that your heart feels so heavy right now, but it's just, it'll only be for a little bit. You miss her, you wish you're only missing the body. Okay, she's still around you. Her spirit is still available and happy, but she's just letting you know that the hurt is just for a little while. Just a little while, and you'll kind of get more used to the fact that she's gone. Um, She wants you to know that the last 3 days in the hospital were fantastic. she's she's showing me the last 3 days almost like a magic carpet, like these three bumps that even as she was out, she was able to kind of access the other side, and visit with you know her parents that were over there, and some of the people she loved and cared about. And it was a slow, easy process, and that she kind of looked forward to it. I know that everybody was probably so unhappy that she's out for the last 3 days completely, but she said it was so beautiful, so easy, so beautiful, that and don't worry about that anymore. Don't worry. That was just, it was the nicest, easiest introduction to the other side. That's what she calls it, an introduction. So it wasn't a big surprise. She wasn't shocked. It was just slow, easy introduction. That's
Wow.
what I got.
Isn't that amazing? The little insights that they can give us from the other side. And Baby
Mhm.
Angel said she had to rush home from overseas to see
Oh,
her in the last 3 days. Yeah, and you said that she wasn't. She said that's such a nice message, Terry.
yeah.
Mm. Oh,
Yeah.
baby angel, so sorry for your loss. But your mom is so beautiful. That's funny that she cared about her looks.
I love that.
That would be me. What is it? Does everybody see my hair? What's going on with my hair? Yeah.
It looks pretty good to me.
No, no, I'm just saying like
Oh,
that's what I would be
sorry.
concerned with. Yeah, yeah. Let me just see. All right, we do. So, Lady Faith, if you're still here, stick around. Just say hello, Lady Faith. And so, hi, Ava. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. She would like a message from her angels. I'm seeing Sandalphon again and Metatron. Um, so, you have a powerful team. So Sandalphon and Metatron are a team. They come together, and Metatron is of the angels like of the cosmos, and um, Sandalphon is the angels of the earth. So they travel together a lot. So I feel as though you also feel like you do have experiences through your psychic or intuitive practices. And you also connect to them through nature. Let me just see. There's something about the sun. There's something about the sun. And you're connected to the sun. You're connected to the golden ray. And you're connected to the light. Let me just see. I can't, I'm getting like I might be on the wrong, is Ava connected to Metatron? Is Ava connected to Metatron? That's a yes. Yes, for sure. And is Ava connected to Sandalphon? Is Ava connected to Sandalphon? Yes. Okay, thank you. Let's slow down. Is Ava connected to the sun? Is Ava connected to the sun? Is there another angel that is connected to the sun that is connected to Ava? Yes. And is Ava, I feel like you have a little bit of angelic qualities in the sense that people like you are there for people when they need you. I don't know. Do you do, I feel like you might do healing work and you might do healing with your angels and Metatron, but there's some sort of light around you. And I'm thinking it's the sun. It's some sort of golden, bright white light. And I feel like that might be a healing around you. Do you have a healing nature to you as well, Miss Ava? How about you, Terry?
I'm getting something very, very simple. At first, when I kind of looked into Ava's spirit, I could see the angels around her, and they were showing me their light. It was like a light here, and it was almost looking like this crown. The lights of the angels kind of formed a crown, and there was like a backdrop spanned between them, and the backdrop could kind of move. And they told me, and then as I was watching them, the sun kind of rises, and it's as if they said, set sail, let go, and set sail. And it's like they want you to be the captain of your own ship. And so this, I don't know, things between them, it was like a sail. And it's like they help direct you, but you are the one that kind of puts the wind in their sail. You're the leader, they're the helpers. So set sail with them. Go ahead and trust them a little bit more. Talk to them. Um, pick out whatever favorite angels you want. I didn't get any names. I just got that you have a team of at least 4 and angels on your team, and that they want you to be a little bit more adventurous, because that was the sale had a lot to do with adventure. Whatever adventure you're planning right now, set sail and go ahead and go with the adventure.
That's beautiful, Terry. I love that. I love that they are there, but she's the one who's steering the wheel. And she
Mhm.
said that yes, I have a connection to many or much. And then she
Mhm.
said, yes, I'm a Reiki healer and even trance healing with the galactic. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. That's where Metatron came in. But I'm telling you, Ava, I usually don't get stumped in the middle of a reading. I could not figure out what that golden light was around you. And I wanted to connect, and I asked them. And like I would like to wait for 3, 4, 5 seconds, and they weren't telling me. So there's something that
Mm.
they don't want me to know, but there's something special that is not to be spoken about what you're doing, and you know what that is, and they want you to that's for you to know, and not for me to sort of, you know, um, talk about. For some reason I'm working on it, and it takes time. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Take the time to all the time you need to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. Thank you very much for being here, Ava. And yeah, that was really interesting the way I got just
yeah.
no
I'm
response.
wondering if it's the great central sun and that's the galactics helping her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. But it was like on the need to know basis. So trust that, Ava, and good for you that you have such a special connection. So I think I
Mhm.
saw Lady Faith. Was Lady Faith still here? I think yeah, she said she's still here. Okay, so here's Lady Faith. And this one is going to, oh, okay, wait, let me just say. She says, it all depends about what healing they want me to use at this with the sitter. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep. Is it, Eva, I find it really interesting because in kind of my healing practice as well, that it seems like there's a whole bunch of different ways to heal right now. Like it's very open to all of us. And even if, I just want to say if somebody comes up with a whole different way, but nobody else has ever done it, don't second guess it. Just go with it.
Listen to them. Listen to your guidance. Listen to your instincts. They will nudge you in the right direction. She said, thank you very much. It was amazing. You're welcome, Ava. Thanks for being here. That was fun.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. All right. Sorry, Lady Faith. Here we go. Lady Faith, is there a message from my father? He passed in August. I had no contact with him. What's his first name? I'm sorry, I just honestly, I don't read these. I click on anything that has caps, you guys. I don't read them because or if I did, I wouldn't have time to like do the readings. But we can get started without them. We can
Sure.
just say Lady Faith's
First name,
father, but
oh, Ragnar. Ragnar.
Ragnar. Okay. Thank you. He's saying there's no judgment on the other side. Oh, he does want to mend your heart. He does come through, and he wants to apologize. And he says you're a very fine young woman, and that you are a beautiful success, happy, and well adjusted, in spite of not having any contact with him. He's saying you don't know the whole story. He's saying there's more to the story. He's saying that it was different in those days, but um, he, um, I feel like his capacity was did not hit at the time of your birth. He was not in any place to or any shape to be a father. He said that in some ways, it's hard to hear. He said, in some ways, you were better off without um, contacting him, or being in contact with him. He's saying that I know that you don't feel that way because you've missed him your whole life, and even if you knew about him or could call him, like he didn't have to do anything. You're saying he didn't have to do anything. All he had to do was be there and let me know that I have a father. Like you just needed him to somebody to be there saying, this is I'm him. Like here I am, but you didn't need him to do anything or be any way. But he's saying, trust me, you didn't want to see it. Like he didn't want you to have a bad image of him. I feel as though maybe he had, well, he had some issues, um, that he didn't want to influence you or taint you. I do feel as though he had a very difficult childhood. And in this way, because he had such a difficult childhood, he couldn't deal with children. He couldn't deal with having children. Like it just totally, he couldn't handle it because of his own childhood. But he wants you to know that in spite of all of it, that you are a beautiful, well-adjusted, lovely young woman, and that you are he's saying you do look like him. He's saying you're the apple of my eye. He's just saying that he's so very proud of you and he loves you. And I feel like he has adored you from afar. I don't know if he saw a picture of you or if he heard about you or something, but he's just saying that know that his love is there and that he's sorry that he couldn't be the father you needed him to be. How about you, Miss Terry? Terry, you're muted.
Sorry, I have some people talking in the background, so I thought I'd put on the mute for a second. So he's not giving any apologies or anything, but he is showing me who he was, how his spirit kind of looks. And remember, I'm a clairvoyant, so they show me pictures of things, and then I have to interpret it. But your interpretation of this picture is more important. And what he's showing me is an old dead stump, a stump where the tree has was cut a little bit, but then it falls over. It had fallen, so it's kind of smoothly cut and then craggy where it kind of broke off. It's dry, is dead. It's got a hole in it. But the root it's very gray in color. So that's him. He's feeling a little bit useless, a little bit like, what am I good for? I'm just a stump sitting here doing nothing. But he then also reveals to me, though, that the roots of this stump, it's a very large tree, go very, very deep. There's a lot of roots that go deep. I mean, the roots are dead too, but they're very deep. And so the thing I'm getting from this is that he was a very troubled man, and the roots of that trouble ran very, very deep in his family. And the other thing, even though it's very rare, you're going to hear me talk about karma, but it seems like he had a lot of karma to pay back, or he developed a lot being the stump. So basically, he's showing me a little bit about the picture. That the picture wasn't so good. That I think it would be an extraordinary human being to overcome these things like this. And so whatever little bits you got from him or got of him are probably a great gift. it was probably pretty hard for his spirit to do that even. So uh, I I hope this helps you feel a little bit more okay with how your relationship went. He's not to the point of apologizing yet, but he is to the point of showing that he knows that it wasn't the best. He wasn't the best person. So okay, that's what you got.
Yeah, it's not easy to hear, Miss Lady Faith, and good for you for asking. And she said, I will, it will, and I needed this. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
it's a lot to unpack, but he feels as though you were better off not even knowing anything because he did not want to taint your life. He wanted you to keep you preserved or keep you, um, protected. Protected is a better
Mhm.
word from any of the, you know, craziness in his life. Or, but he just wants you to know that he sees you now and he's so very proud of you.
Mm.
Um, yeah, that's a tough one because I know that you say he didn't have to be anything. He could have just been himself. I just needed to know that he was there, you know?
Mhm.
That's so hard.
If I could add one more thing, Lady Faith, let a little time go by, but check in with him once in a while because I have noticed as I've been going to different fairs and reading people, especially when I read people again and again. Um, and so, they improve over time over there. They get a little bit of healing and they start. So, never know. You might get a deeper message from him as time goes on.
Yeah. All the best to you, Lady Faith. Thank you so very much. And that'll be the show for today, everybody. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for all of your questions. There was 30 more questions. We didn't even get to everybody. And thank you all for participating, for all of your feedback, and for hanging out here. And Baby Angel says thanks, and Lady says thanks. Hi, Craig Dixon. He's so sweet. I see Faith there, Marlene there. Thank you for being here. Love yourself first is here. Zach and Jade, and Ava and Viviani and everybody. Thank you all for being here and making this such a beautiful show. We really appreciate all of your help, and we will see you again real soon. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing you, and everybody take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.